Hey everybody, it's Friday. I want to give you an update of where things are in the Senate in St. Paul here. I hope you got outside a bit this week as we had some nicer weather. We are at the point of session where after today we have 3 weeks left. That is both a long time and a short time in legislative terms. But we're getting down to the wire. We have a lot of work left to do, but we are doing a lot of work. We passed 20 bills off the Senate floor this week, and so I'm going to run through those very quickly and briefly to tell you about those. If you have questions, please reach out. I'm happy to talk more about them, but want to give you a flavor of the variety of things we touched on this week. So we passed our agriculture policy bill. We passed the state local government policy bill. We passed a bill around tenant protections for utility bills, a bill that prohibits pet shops from selling cats and dogs. We passed a bill about investment loans. We passed a bill about the Hennepin County Medical Examiner. This bill also included the provision that aligns our Rochester school board elections with the way nearly every other school board does that across the state. We had a very confusing alley system, but we are moving to the standard system. That bill has already passed the House as well, so it's on its way to the governor to be signed into law. We passed our public safety policy bill. We passed a bill about education forecast adjustments. We passed my manufactured home park bill of rights. I'm very proud of that. It now needs to be passed in the House. We passed a bill about credit unions. We passed a bill about state park license plates. We passed a bill about related to tow trucks. We passed our veterans policy bill. We passed our health and human services policy bill. We passed a bill about bridges and their safety for those who might be thinking about harming themselves. We passed the reviser's bill, which is a bill with technical corrections. We passed a bill renaming a section of a highway for a fallen officer. We passed a bill around kratom, which, if you haven't heard of that, is a substance. We set the age to purchase that at 21. We passed our elections policy bill. I had a number of provisions in that bill, very proud of that bill. One of those I would name is my provision that would require that any presidential candidate to be on a ballot in Minnesota must meet the requirements of eligibility in the Constitution, meaning no one can run for a third term for president. And we passed our human services policy bill. So a lot of work happening in a lot of different areas. We have a lot of work yet to do. We will be on the floor all week next week as well with more omnibus bills. We still have our gun violence prevention package to pass, some safety provisions, and our ICE federal agents accountability package as well, and others. So stay tuned, lots more to do. I hope you have a good weekend.